Okay, so some big news just dropped today, and it's shocking, really. It's really shocking. So Bandai and Saban are parting ways. After 25 years of them being the major, the people who make the guys who make the toys. The people who make the toys was Bandai. From 1993 all the way to now, and it's like even when the Power Rangers was sold to Disney, it was a um, Bandai was still there, you and I remember that. It was, but like I don't know, it's like I'm really curious as to what's gonna happen to like the Legacy line. I mean, like I mean, that's one of the questions I have, besides just the main line, is like what's gonna happen to the Legacy line? Like, are we ever gonna get to see a Legacy Time Force, Legacy in space or Lost Galaxy? I mean, I was just thinking the Quasar Sabers would be great. It would be a great addition to the Legacy line. Um, but like like this is major news. I mean, like I was I was reading the going, what, this better be. It'd be funny if this was some kind of weird April Fool's joke, because it says April 2019, and watch them say on the April 1st, in the 2019, oh, surprise, we were just kidding, that'd be an elaborate joke. That'd be a huge elaborate joke. But I don't know. I mean, like, and the other major news is that Toys R Us is closing down. So with Toys R Us going and Bandai going, it's just like what is happening? What is happening in this world? What's going on? So it's I mean, being a collector and and a fan of Power Rangers, it's just this is some just crazy. I mean, um now I did hear a rumor that and I brought this up before. um I was doing another video, and I brought this up before that that like if Hasbro gets their Playmates, which Playmates would be a good one because they're doing Voltron. I like what they're doing with Voltron. Um, but like the rumor has it Hasbro might get Power Rangers. So in a way, that reminds me of the whole situation with Star Wars and Disney. I'm still getting used to the whole Disney, Star Wars being a part of the Disney universe. Um, because every time like I buy something that's Star Wars, it says Disney on it, and it's like for years for years it was always like Star Wars wasn't hooked to anything besides 20th Century Fox, you know, and now it's it's something you don't get used to. I'm still getting used to it. Disney and Star Wars. But so I mean that's what I'm thinking is gonna happen with Power Rangers, is that they're gonna be you know given to given the toy license to someone else like Hasbro or Playmates, whatever, and and they'll make a whole another line. But are they gonna bring back the Legacy line? Is what I'm wondering. Is like because the Legacy line, I mean, they got a good thing going. I mean, there's a couple things that here and there that can be fixed and can be tweaked, but they got a good thing going. I mean, you know, and so hearing this, like, I'm excited for what's coming up. I'm excited for like stuff like the Green Ranger helmet, the Zeonizers, Zeo Power Staff, stuff like that. Um, but um, it's like what it's like you always think about like what could have been, what you could have, um, what could have been of the Legacy line. so, um, and then there was this thing with Toys R Us. It's like, I have all these memories hooked to, going to Toys R Us, collecting Power Rangers, buying Power Ranger toys, and like I don't know if you guys remember, but like Toys R Us used to have, like, when you buy a video game, you pick up a piece of paper and then you take it to this counter on the way out. It was almost like a bank teller, kind of thing. You give them the slip and they give you your game. It was kind of cool. It was a different experience than buying it at, say, Target or something. Where they had to open the glass case. Nowadays, it's like, it's like that, where they have to open the glass case um, and do that. So and then Toys R Us, there's Toys R Us definitely has changed over the years. Like, it used to be like the major, like a nine, like that. When you think of the '90s and being a kid and being, and toys, you think Toys R Us. It's like Toys R Us. It used to be very different in the '90s. Than it is now. But in fact, I even remember getting a thing in the mail that said, "Oh yeah, this is our brand new layout. Here's what we're gonna do. This is what we're working on." And that's how the layout's been ever since then. And but so it's like, that's another thing I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna miss that. Or, going to Toys R Us. Like, they've only got a couple months left. Right now, they're having sales, and it's like, um, um, it's like that. That was kind of like my dream job. Would be like to work at Toys R Us. Because I knew so much about, Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, Voltron, toys in general. Just kids. It's like, just you know. I mean, it just seemed like a perfect fit. And because I'm a child at heart. Um, but so yeah, it's so like I do plan on, that as this whole process of, them closing down, I'm gonna make sure to record as much as I can and document, these things, um, and then and like till like the day they close, I'll be trying to get because this is like history in the making kind of thing, like Toys R Us is a staple in a kid's world, you know, and you know, um, and then my biggest question when was like, what's gonna happen to the legacy line? Like, like was uh like, because they have these Toys R Us exclusives. Um, hey, dude, what's up? Um, my biggest question was like, what's gonna happen to the legacy line, the Toys R Us exclusives? Um, no, not yet, man. Not yet. I haven't mentioned. Um, but I will give a shout out to CJ. Was it CJ MJ? CJ, he's on here. He, he's cool. He's cool, man. Check him out. Uh, but anyways, yeah, like, what's gonna happen to the Toys R Us exclusive items? They get switched to another store, like maybe come GameStop exclusives, or Target exclusive, stuff like that. So that's so yeah, I mean, that's just major news that's been happening in the last couple months. Is, Bandai and Power Rangers going their separate ways, um, or Spawn and Bandai, and then there's uh CJ Cool, okay. All right, all right, and uh, and then Toys R Us, um, going going out of business. Those major two things is just, I don't know. It's like, what's happening in this world? Really, what is happening? So, yeah. Um, but um, so it'll be interesting what's gonna happen. Like, like this holiday season probably be the last holiday season for Bandai and Power Rangers. And hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully they release some good stuff. Like they put out some good. Hopefully they put out some good stuff while they can, because like who knows what's gonna happen with whoever gets the license next. Um, you know, it's like it could be good, it could be bad. We don't know. That's why it's that's why I'm like kind of nervous about it. But so yeah, that's the big news, guys. And but yeah, I don't think I have anything more to say about that. I feel like Forrest Gump saying that. All right, so take it easy, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you click that little bell down there, um, to get my videos, to get my live videos, get a notification and be a part of this. I like to hear from you guys. I always like to, you guys ask me questions, and, just communicate. I always like to communicate with my viewers, So yeah, just make sure you're subscribed, and you get that notification bell clicked on, and yeah, see ya.